Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is our final day, day 5 of our 5-day yoga journey. I am so happy that you're here. Today, we will explore postures that invite expansion and release, so mainly a variety of back bends and chest openers. Because we have a tendency to round in the spine. Does this look familiar? So opening in the chest, strengthening the back body will be very beneficial. Now, beyond the physical benefits, these poses can help us feel more open and connected within ourselves and with others as we work with our heart space, and I'll talk about that more in a little bit. Also, back bends have been known to bring up emotions, right? We start to loosen things up and emotions, feelings, memories surface. So this will be an opportunity for us to observe what comes up for us without judgment, of course. And it's a chance for us to practice some self-compassion. I hope you'll join me. So we will begin lying down in a very gentle, supported back bend. So you might want to grab a pillow. This is for my couch. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Or a cushion, something that's not too thick. We don't want to be too far off the floor. And also grab a folded blanket. We'll be using that just like we have in every class. Fold it up a bunch of times and you can place it under your head for support when you're lying down. So grab your props. And also remember that you are in control of your body. Everything I offer today is merely a suggestion. So feel free to modify or skip anything at all. Okay, so let's lie down in our delicious, supported, gentle back bend, placing the prop underneath the shoulder blades, upper back area. And the head will be resting on that folded blanket. So the legs can be in constructive rest, feet wider than the hips, knees fall in towards each other. Here's option 1. Option 2 would be maybe Supta Baddha Konasana, although this is like a pretty serious opening. So you see how this feels with the back bend and the stretch in the inner thighs. You can straighten the legs, perhaps even placing a bolster or a pillow under the knees. Or you can opt for a little crisscross applesauce here. So just do whatever intuitively feels good. And the arms can go out to the sides, either in a T or I prefer cactus arms. So you're bending at the elbows. And let's arrive here. Settle in. And see if you can surrender a little more in this shape. Check in to make sure that you're comfortable. You can make any adjustments that you need. And also make sure that you can breathe with ease here. Allow yourself to feel more receptive, more open, and that can be our intention for today, to be more open and receptive. So feel into the physical sensations of stretch here along the chest. So we're physically opening the chest in the shape in our supported back bend. But we're also opening our heart space. And in yoga, the heart space, which is located here in the center of the chest, extending back between the shoulder blades along the spine, this heart space is associated with our capacity for connection and compassion towards ourselves and others. So I'm not talking about the physical heart, not the organ that pumps blood. See it more as this energy center. So with that in mind, begin to lengthen and deepen the breath here without any strain or force, in a very gentle way. Preferably breathing in and out of the nose, or in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as you find your long, gentle breath, imagine that the breath is this current of connection. So with each inhale, feel it expanding your physical body, like the ribs, the chest, the belly, but also feel it expanding your heart space. And with each exhale, allow for this gentle softening, a gentle release. Continue like this. Let's take a few more deep breaths. Breathing into openness. Breathing into connection. Two more breaths. And from here, we'll slowly come off of our props. You can lean to one side and then just press or move the pillow away so we can come onto our backs for just a moment here. A counter pose of hugging the knees in towards the chest. So do that. If it feels okay, you can rock side to side a few times. And if this is okay with the neck, you can even curl up like a ball, bringing forehead towards your knees, finding that rounding in the spine. And release this down. We'll lean to one side, pressing ourselves up for hands and knees, table. Bring that folded blanket with you. Placing the knees under the hips, hands in line with the face. Spread the fingers really wide. Option to tuck the toes here as we warm up the wrists. You know the drill. Send the hips back as far as they can go. Spread those fingers really wide. Gently pressing the 10 fingertips into the mat. Breathing in to rock up as far as you want to go. Breathing out, send the hips back. Spread those fingers again. A couple more times like this, warming up the wrists. And we'll come up to table. Drop your belly. Lift the chest, lifting the tailbone. Breathing in for cow pose. And round and tuck the spine. Finding cat pose as you exhale. Let's go back and forth here a bunch of times. Breathing in to arch the spine. Breathing out, round and tuck. So keep going here on your own. Feeling into your body today. With kind and curious eyes, checking in to see how things feel. And you can add any organic movement that you'd like in your cat-cow. The next time you come into cow pose, stay there, continue to breathe, feeling that opening in the chest and that compression in the back. So here's our first back bend. Breathing here, noticing what this feels like. And then begin to round and tuck, coming into cat pose. We'll hold here and breathe, feeling into that beautiful release through the back body as we find our counter pose here. Awesome, release that. Coming into lots of options here, downward facing dog or child's pose or puppy. I'll demonstrate puppy here. So we're gonna keep that connection of the hips over the knees. We're not gonna lean forward, so keep that. Walk the hands forward without losing that connection that we just talked about. And sink your upper body between the arms. Finding a variation here of down dog where you're still getting that decompression in the spine. So there's this as an option, child's, or tuck the toes, lift the hips, find your upside down V shape. Downward facing dog, you can pedal the feet, finding a deeper stretch in the legs and the calves. Spread those fingers really wide, pressing the floor away, hugging the armpits into the chin, and relaxing the head and neck. Wherever you are, come back to your breath. Come back to breathing into that current of connection, allowing the physical body to expand with your breath. Also inviting the heart space to expand as you breathe in. Bring your attention to your left leg, left foot from down dog or table. Step it through for low lunge. Drop the back knee. Perhaps tuck the toes, coming up, low lunge. Once you find your balance, open your arms out. Finding eagle arms, so we'll do right arm under, left arm over, bend at the elbows, backs of the hands are touching, or you can wrap the hands. If this doesn't feel good, you can always cross the arms like this, hugging yourself. So find the place that works for you. Let's hold and breathe here. Breathing in the space between the shoulder blades. Breathing in spaciousness. Allowing yourself to soften as you breathe out. One more breath. On an inhale, let's open the arms out. And we'll find a baby back bend here. Hands either at low back, upper glutes. You can interlace the fingers. Find length in the spine first with your breath, and then feel like you're lifting your chest up. Coming into just a baby back bend, breathing into the physical body, but also breathing into your heart space. And let's release this down, coming back through table, down dog, child's, puppy. Choose what works for you today. Honor your body as it is and come back to your breath. Breathing into the physical body, breathing into your heart space. Feeling your right leg, right foot from down dog or table. Step the right leg forward, drop the back knee. Perhaps tuck the toes, helping you with balance. Come into low lunge. Good. Once you get set up, open the arms. And let's place left arm under, right arm over, bending at the elbows. Backs of the hands might touch. Maybe you wrap the hands for eagle arms. You can always cross the arms like this, giving yourself a hug. Hold and breathe. Inhaling spaciousness. Exhaling, soften. One more breath. Opening the arms, breathing in, finding our baby back bend here with hands at the low back, or maybe interlacing the fingers behind you. Lift the chest, lengthening the spine, of course, first. Baby back bend here. Breathing right into the center of your chest. Feel the ribs expand. And release this down. From here, step the back foot forward, finding a standing forward fold. Ooh. Almost lost my balance. Bend both knees generously. And you can find ragdoll here, holding opposite elbows, perhaps a swaying side to side. If it's okay on the shoulders, you can interlace the hands at your low back again and then lift the arms away from the body. This is pretty intense on the shoulders, so check in to see if this works for you today. Wherever you are, let's hold and breathe a few breaths. Allowing each exhale to soften you a little more. Invite that gentle release. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Feel like you're sticking your butt out behind you, belly in and up. So you can exhale here or fold, and then breathing in to come up, palms together, forward and up, baby back bend. Exhaling, hands at heart. Let's find mountain pose with hands at heart. So pause here, check in. Pulling a little wisdom from day 3 as we observe what's happening as it's happening here. Checking in with the physical body, checking in with the emotional body. And as we open our hearts further, know that it's okay to feel vulnerable. Also know that you are worthy of all the openness and deep connection that you're creating, whether it's in this class or in your life. Palms together, forward and up, baby back bend, breathe in. Hinging at the hips, fold, exhaling. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhaling, plant the hands, come back through table for a few cat-cows here before we come onto our bellies. So breathing in, opening that chest forward as you arch the spine. Breathing out, round and tuck, releasing the head and neck. Do 2 more like this. And we'll come onto our bellies. I'd like to demonstrate something that you can do with the blanket, folding it one more time. If you feel any crunchiness in the low back, you can place it right at the low belly pubic bone area. So I'll show you where this would go. This might feel a little better on the low back, just lifting yourself off the mat. So try that. And we'll all land on our bellies, and let's do a spider arm cobra flow, right? That's what I call it. It's a spider had a baby with a cobra. So hands way off the mat, really wide, okay, in line with your shoulders or your neck. So we're not too far forward, and it might be challenging to go too far back. So just try to keep it in line with your neck, with your face. You're tenting the hands, okay, and fingertips are gonna stay on the ground. And relax the forehead. So bring your attention to your legs and your feet and feel as though you're pointing the toes or pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. This will feel like you're engaging your legs, a gentle squeezing of the bum. Yes, let's squeeze the glutes. That'll protect our low back. And shoulders away from the ears. Feel like you're squeezing the lower tips of the shoulder blades together. All right, so let's do all of those things. The legs are engaged, glutes are awake, squeezing lower tips of the shoulder blades. This should feel like work, even though we're not moving yet. Breathe. And on your next inhale, gently come up to a baby cobra, shining your chest forward. And as you exhale, release this down. And let's keep going here. Breathing in to come up. Bum is awake. Exhaling to come back down. Good. Breathing in, shoulders away from ears, squeezing lower tips of the shoulder blades. Breathing out to lower. So keep going. Feeling the opening in the chest every time you come up. Feeling the strength in the back body. And if you're still feeling crunchiness in the low back, don't come up so high. There's no magic to coming up super high. In fact, if we want to really get into that rounding that we do in the upper back, it's better to stay closer to the ground. So the back bend is in the thoracic spine, not the low back. Let's do 2 more. You got this. One more. Move with your breath. And make a pillow for yourself. Rest on that. You can bend the knees here and let the feet flop side to side. That might feel good on the low back. And remember that back bends have a tendency to make us feel vulnerable. So observe whatever comes up for you. And see if you can be soft and tender with yourself. All right, back bend number 2 is a half upper body locust flow. So we'll start with just the upper body, arms by your sides, and the fingertips are reaching for the feet, okay? Shoulders away from ears. Let's get set up again. Engage the legs, squeeze the bum, squeeze the lower tips of the shoulder blades. On an inhale, lift up. So we're lifting the upper body and the arms. And as you exhale, you'll lower down. So let's do this a bunch of times. Moving with our breath. Feeling really strong in the back body. Feeling that opening in the chest. Let's do a few more. You got this. One more. And make a pillow for yourself again. Do whatever you need here. We've got one more back bend. So we're not coming up quite yet, but you can bend the knees. Let the feet flop side to side again. And also acknowledge whatever surfaces. Knowing that you don't have to fix or change anything. Observe what's there with kindness. All right, option to join me for one more back bend. Of course, you can rest if you need to. This will be a full locust flow. Arms by your sides. Squeeze the bum. Reach fingertips towards the feet. That should help you find that squeezing at the lower tips of the shoulder blades. And breathing in, lift everything off the mat. Have that sensation of flying. Exhale to release. Let's flow a bunch of times before we hold. Use the breath here. Let the inhale help you come up into Shalabhasana. And let the exhale help you release back down. Let's do 3 more before we hold. You got this. Feel strong. Feel strong in the back body. Feel that opening in the chest. That opening in your heart space. And then the next one we'll hold. Continue to breathe. Reaching fingertips for the feet. Maybe a half smile. And let's lower down. Bending the knees, let the feet flop side to side. From here, we'll press ourselves up to table and then child's pose. So let's find child's. Of course, if you want to try something else, you can lie down, hugging the knees in. So land in your child's. Let's release all effort and just be. We'll come up for just one more pose for a thread the needle before we do our breathing and meditation practice. So find yourself in table. Bring your attention to your right arm and reach right arm, right hand out and up. Here's a little twist. Exhaling to thread it under your torso, landing on the right side of the torso, right side of the head. Placing the left hand where it makes sense for you, and let's hold and breathe. Sending our breath to the back ribs, to that space between the shoulder blades. Inhaling deeply, exhaling to allow that area to soften. Breathing in spaciousness. Breathing out, soften. One more breath. Pressing into that left hand, reaching right arm out and up, just like we started, back down on the mat. Switching sides, left arm out and up. Exhaling, thread it under, landing on the left side of your head, shoulder. Place the right arm where it makes sense for you, and come back to your breath. Come back to breathing in that space between the shoulder blades at the back ribs. Inviting spaciousness in that area. Inviting expansion. So we're breathing into the physical body, but we're also breathing into our heart space. Gently come out of this, pressing into the right hand. Left arm out and up. And come back through table. From here, we'll find a seat for our breathing practice and our meditation. Ooh, someone's blasting Greek music. Someone's in a good mood this morning. I'm going to stack all of my things, so you can do the same. Finding a comfortable upright seated position or lying down. That's always an option. You can end the class lying down. If you're sitting, pull the flesh away so you're sitting on your sits bones. Good. And let's breathe into our heart space today. And you can also take a hand, whichever one you would like, and place it right there at your heart. And come back to your deep breath. So lengthening and deepening the breath, just like we did in the beginning of class. Breathing in and out of the nose, or in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing in, allowing the ribs to expand. Breathing out fully. Keep going like this. Breathing in openness. Breathing out obstacles. Breathing in connection for yourself. Breathing out, clearing any obstacles. Breathing in compassion. Breathing out, releasing the obstacles that prevent you from feeling that for yourself. A few more breaths. Beautiful breathing, everyone. Release the hand down. Let's stay here for a short meditation. You can keep your eyes closed or soften your gaze for a Maitri or Metta meditation, loving kindness meditation. Some people know it as Metta. I learned this variation from one of my teachers, Will Hamilton. Picture yourself with someone that you care about. Someone who is easy to love. And that can be a friend, a child, a pet. Imagine a circle forming around you and your chosen person or pet, encompassing you both. And make this wish for the both of you. May we love and be loved. May we live with an open heart. May we love and be loved. May we live with an open heart. Allow the repetition of the phrases, the energy behind each word be your meditation object. Inviting that feeling of loving kindness within you to broaden and build. May we love and be loved. May we live with an open heart. Now imagine that your circle is widening, make it bigger, and include more people, anyone that you want. We'll keep it lighthearted today, including people who are easy to love. And you don't have to if you don't want to. You can keep your one chosen person. But if it feels appropriate, let other people sit at your circle. And make this wish for all of you. May we love and be loved. May we live with an open heart. May we love and be loved. May we live open-hearted. Continue with this loving kindness meditation for one more minute. Gently and mindfully bring your palms together, hands at heart, bowing your head towards your heart, pausing for a moment of gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me today, these past 5 days. It's been pretty awesome. May your practice continue. Namaste, everyone. The light in me honors the light in all of you. I wish you all well. Let me know how this class landed with you, and also let me know what other types of classes you'd like to see on the channel. Leave that in the comment below. Lots of love. Take care.